Hello there. So I'm going to show you today what it looks like to have your WooCommerce WordPress website integrate directly into the CRM system VowProof. I do a lot of semi-custom wedding stationery. So for me, I need to have a way that automatically brings in orders into my system so that I am not having to duplicate things. Before I had VowProof, I would take an order from my website, it would go through, and I would have to copy all of these details into a new project with a new invoice, with a new client and all of their information and get their shipping address right and make sure everything was copied over correctly. And it was just a nightmare. Took way too long and it was risky because there's a lot of areas where you can forget something and make mistakes. So here in VowProof, this is the dashboard here. This shows me all of the workflows I have going on. It shows me things that need attention. It shows me different projects. And we're going to go ahead and go over to my website. I went ahead and I just already pretend placed an order. And in the back end here, I want to show you what that looks like. So when an order is automatically done on my website, it is automatically then synced into VowProof. So when I go to projects, a whole new project is going to be created. It's going to have that client's name on it already. I can see when it was created, and this is organized so that I see the most recent orders first. You can reorganize this however you'd like, but since I sell semi-custom wedding stationery, this is just what works the best for me. So I'm going to go ahead and click into that project that was already created for me. And here you can see that it says it was invoiced $160 and it was paid. So again, I didn't have to copy any of that information over. If I go over to work orders or to project invoices, you're going to be able to see these different things here. Here's the work order if you want to look at it that way. Or if you want to go ahead and look at it as an invoice, I can show you that as well. So as you can see, it has all of the details from my website. Now, everybody's WooCommerce website is going to be set up differently. I have a lot of add-ons and things like that. So it's going to show me that a one-piece suite was ordered, 50 of them were ordered, they need linen paper. It's going to show her email address here, her name is already here, what she paid. It's just really handy. I don't have to do any of this, which is so nice. This is a huge time saver, especially when you're getting multiple orders in a day. If you want to go a step further in VowProof, there's all sorts of things you can do. One of the things I like to do is apply workflows. When you start VowProof yourself, you're going to notice that there is a lot of options for a lot of different things, and you don't have to use all of those. You might only use a third of those things, and then as you get more comfortable and you want to add more automations to your system that you kind of have going, you can start adding things like workflows and make changes to your pipeline and stuff like that, or you can just keep it simple too. For me, as soon as I get an order in from my website, I like to real quick activate a workflow. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the main one that I use, which is, let's just pretend she ordered invites and envelope addressing. I'll go ahead and apply that here. And after I apply that, it's going to do a couple of things. It's going to automatically send a questionnaire with two different forms, one for the envelope addressing, one for the invitations. It's going to activate the client portal. And it's going to update my pipeline. My pipeline also kind of lets me know what stage I am at with my client, and I really want that to be automated so that I can stay on track. Not only can I see my workflow and where I'm at with this client here, if I refresh this page, it will show you in the pipeline that I'm awaiting the questionnaires. So once those are filled out, then I know that the ball is back in my court and I need to go ahead and create a proof. If I'm in the dashboard, it will also show me where I'm at in the dashboard, and it will also show me down here in my pipeline for my projects where I'm at with different projects, different clients. So there's lots of different ways to get notified. You're also going to get an email. So you really shouldn't miss what you need to do for a client, which is really nice. Further along in that pipeline, there's different workflows, workflow steps that I have. So as we are doing proofing and we're going back and forth and revisions are being made, all of these things are automatically updated. Contracts can automatically be sent. I can show you over here where proofing is. This is the proofs tab where I can go ahead and upload proofs to a client, and in this they can approve or decline them, which is really nice. Over here is their portal. So if you want to see what that looks like from their end, which is always nice to be able to do, you can preview it like this and look directly into what they're seeing. So we'll have proofs over here when they're uploaded. They can click that, they can view it, they can make comments on it or deny it. Then we also have invoices that were paid. And then we have a guest list option where they can upload a CSV document, which is really helpful. Timelines, all sorts of things. Some of these things I don't even use myself, but it's so great to have them as an option if I were to start doing more custom invitations again. So that's kind of how it all automatically transitions into the CRM system. It's really helpful. It's very handy. Saves me a lot of time. I'm definitely glad that I'm slowly getting everything copied over into this system because I know in the long run it's going to save me so much time. And who wants to mess with WooCommerce orders in the back end anyways?